When external factors are disturbing you, Kriya is your path. And you practice Kriya so much that nothing disturbs you. Then you have become Kriya. How long should you practice? Until Kriya becomes you. Your breathing changes, breath pattern changes, or in other words, outside world stops influencing you. The world outside stops influencing you. Until then you practice Kriya. Then you are Kriya. A tiger behaves like a tiger entire life. It doesn't decide to become another person. A cow behaves like a cow entire life. Human beings, we have intelligence, we have imagination. So we became all creators. What are we creating every day? Our own realities. In other words, karma. How is karma created? I'm telling you in simple format. So remember these things. How is karma created? Through ownership of action. If every action is surrendered, you can't create karma. If actions have ownership, then comes karma. I'm doing it. I am, everywhere. That's where karma comes. So, when we have this privilege of being independent from instinct, we also have the privilege of connecting to the source. We can connect to the source. How do you connect to the source? We should detach from our personality. Addiction to the personality. We are addicted to the personality. We take a step backwards or take a step sideways from personality, then you start experiencing consciousness. When you practice Kriya, usually what happens is that you enter into deeper levels of silence inside. When you enter into deeper levels of silence, you start experiencing freedom. Freedom from compulsive thinking. We are thinking compulsively. We are programmed to think. That changes. To no need to think. Freedom starts there. That leads to detachment from many things outside. Imagine you don't have to say anything in a place. People are talking, people are making sounds, but you are unaffected. You don't have to actually participate in that whole sound. How will you feel? Relief, right? That is one of the first things you experience with Kriya. When you are stabilizing in Kriya, you will start experiencing relief. Because you will say, I don't have to participate in this. No problem. Every time you don't have to speak. But we are compulsively speaking because that's our programming. We think we have to speak each time. We have to respond each time, react each time. That's not true. That's not true. Many times there's nothing to say. You don't have to say anything. So what happens then? More stability. You are stable. So Kriya stabilizes all chakras. Stability is connected to root chakra. Instability is connected to disturbed root chakra. And chakra is chakra, just like a fan. It is functioning by itself. But what functions it, the energy that blocks it or functions it, that's our emotion. Ownership of action. Otherwise, chakras are chakras. Just like your spine or your, but it's in the ether level, that's all, ether layer. It does not get affected easily. It gets affected only because you are intervening in it, interfering in it. By your emotions, your notions, your concepts, prejudices, all these things affect the movement of energy. Otherwise, the energy is moving. So with Kriya, you will stop affecting all your system, because emotions are far away. If emotions are happening, expectations are happening, they are coming and going, but you are not touching them, you are not holding them. Let them come and go. Let emotions happen. Let them come and go through you. Because sometimes habit is hard to die. Habits don't die easy. It keeps reminding you, hey, look here, something is wrong. Your habit is not functioning. So you go back to habit. Not easy to die. But when you think, okay, let it happen, we can sleep together, live together. So it stop affecting you, right? Through acceptance, so Kriya increases acceptance. Through acceptance, you overcome it. Through resistance, you retain it. Do you understand the difference here? So the alignment happens automatically through Kriya. So Kriya should be practiced as much as possible in a day, until such time where your whole thing is Kriya. Then there is no practice outside of you. You are Kriya. That means you are in a mode of a yogi. You are in that mode, always in that Kriya state. So until then, keep focusing, practicing. Discipline, determination. These two things are essential. 2 Ds, remember this. You need to have discipline, determination. Whether it is night or day, whether it is cold or heat, you should practice. Then Kriya is that oath of Kriya. You learn that oath, in which main thing is gratitude. Gratitude, like, remember one thing very clearly. We are here, the earth is host. Host is earth. And the entire environment, the nature, is what the earth has offered us to experience. Like the host is giving you food on the table, providing you food. The host, earth has provided. Imagine you are in somebody's house. The host is providing you food. You can eat the food. That's why you're given it. You can experience everything from what's available. We experience. And then we leave from here after a while. A guest doesn't stay there forever. We depart, we go. And we have used whatever we have used, and we are grateful for all this. With that attitude, if you live, if you practice Kriya, it will have tremendous effect. That we are guests here on earth. Kriya is our nature. This is the way normally we can elevate to higher awareness. And we are not disturbing anything. So ahimsa is a very prime principle in Kriya. If you imagine you are breaking all the potteries and the utensils in the house of the host, or you are leaving the whole place dirty, you have a big price to pay, right? So that's exactly like that. So what you should do, you should not disturb the things, keep everything tidy, neat, have a conscious existence. Then you practice Kriya. So this conscious existence plus Kriya raises you to higher levels of awareness.